Hello guys, so I've got some finished projects to share with you. A really messy craft table. I spend more time crafting than I do cleaning my craft table. Therefore it will always and forever will be messy. I don't know what to tell you. And I've got some white felt here with some dirty moss on it to take away the glare of the cereal, my fancy cereal box, because I don't want to invest in a non-stick crafting mat that I will undoubtedly ruin with hot glue and paint. Okay, so before I get started with the finished projects, there are a couple things that I want to get out of the way. First would be for Leslie. Leslie, this is the, sorry for the glare, church pattern that I wanted to do for you, and it's gonna be kind of hard. Uno momento. Oh, there it is. So there it is right there. There aren't really any bigger pictures of it, but I wanted, because I'm pretty sure, your grandmother is really religious, and I thought this would be a good way to honor her memory, and the actual pattern. I just need to bend the magazine. I bent it. On the actual sign, you can personalize it. So, I could put in memory of and then put her name and, the years. So, that's what I wanted to do. But, like I said in the message, if you didn't feel that was a right fit, I just want you to tell me, Leslie, because I want you to feel that it be the right pattern. I want you to feel that it be right. And I will find a pattern that you feel is right, because that's what's important, is what you feel is right. So, it doesn't matter what I think. I want something that you want, So, but that's the one I was gonna do if you agreed with me. It's the church. Okay, second of all, where is it? Oh, do you guys want to see something? So I was walking over to my mom's bed to grab a magazine or a keepsake calendar I was showing her. And my mom's been working on this cross stitch that she started like a decade ago. And it's like a cross stitch pattern meant for like master cross stitchers. It's a really complicated pattern full of all kinds of shading. And she started it a decade ago. And I almost had an aneurysm when I saw this. So I walked over, and she's been working on this. It's two black cats in front of a moon, and somebody ate the pattern. Here's all the remnants that I found in the bed. Luckily, I believe she's finished the left side of the moon. So if someone has eaten part of the moon, hopefully, she's already finished that part. But I called her up, luckily my mom That usually my mom isn't one to get, furious at me anyways, but it was either my dog Brutus, because Brutus has a love for paper. He loves to eat paper. When he goes to the bathroom, it's not uncommon for a receipt to be popping out of his you-know-what. So, and then there's Dakota. Dakota loves to chew up things. She has to be crated when we leave, because that's what she does when we leave, is she chews up things. Like $30 bottles of ivermectin. I used to keep bottles of ivermectin around when I used to rescue rats. A lot of the rats I'd get would have mite problems because of underlying immune problems, and you have to give them injections. And she used to take and she one day had escaped and grabbed all my bottles of ivermectin off the desk and emptied them into the couch. That was really fun. So, or it could have been Lulu, which is her dog. Lulu just loves to nibble. So, I don't think it was Chewy or Amber, because Amber's just lazy and Chewy's really picky about what he sticks in his mouth. So, I was pretty horrified. Okay, anyways, I just couldn't believe that. Okay, so the last cross stitch pattern before I actually get to the actual projects. I wanted to show you Bonnie, because I was looking through, I lied, there's going to be one more after this. I was looking through this calendar, and my heart just melted, and it's going to be a pain in the business to do, because there's a lot of shading, and I'm kind of a newbie. But I'd be willing to do it for you, because I love you so much. Let me find it. Where are you? Because I've seen a lot of bunny cross-stitch pictures, but I fell in love with this one. Son of a business. Okay, where are you? They're hiding from me. Apparently my mom finished this pattern like a decade ago, but then she lost her finished project. Because I certainly didn't find it when I was cleaning out the garage when we moved. Okay, so I found this one, Bonnie. And I just want to make sure that this is not something you've already done, and it's not something that's in your work in progress pile, or not something that's in your, I want to do someday pile. Because I was going to do this one, and I don't want to do it and, spend all those hours of, I want to gouge out my eye, but I'm going to do this for Bonnie time and finish it, and then it turns out you already did it. So anyways, let me know if you already did that pattern, because I want to do that one for you. I love lot bunnies. And another thing about rabbits, I decided when we move to our final, destination in the future, if we get more rabbits, I'm not getting a brown rabbit, because every time my mom sees a rabbit when she's coming home, she's like, oh my goodness, Peter escaped. Because Peter's our boy rabbit, and he's a chinchilla / Flemish giant cross. He's pretty big. Turns out it's just wild rabbits. So we just need to get like white rabbits or black rabbits, or our girl rabbit is orange. She's a harlequin. This was a pattern I wanted to do for myself. Oh, I just love that gourd Santa. Oh my goodness, those nesting Santas. Oh my goodness. So I was going to do that bunny one though for you, Bonnie, after I got the project done for Leslie, and after I got 2 cross-stitch projects done for my 2 aunts for Christmas. So I want to get those done. Okay, so now I'm gonna finally get to their finished projects. And the first one happens to be a cross-stitch project. Okay, where is it? Okay, here it is. Here is my finished cross-stitch project. It says Happy Mother's Day. I realized the letters look really wonky and it looks like I really screwed them up. But that was how I had the pattern on my messy desk somewhere. Where is it? Yes, here it is. So the brand was Bucilla, Plaid Bucilla, but that's what the lettering was. So I didn't mess it up. It was that but ugly to begin with, and the space in which I had to do it was so small, I didn't want to deviate from the plan, because I figured if I, you know, kind of went off course and made the letters nice and neat, then chances are I'd run out of room and blah blah blah. So I just did it according to project instructions. And I did actually mess up on this when I first started the flowering up top. If I can get it up a bit closer. The frame really gets close to this pattern. I accidentally went 1 square up too high, and that's where I messed up. So the bottom isn't symmetrical to the top, but I don't think you can really tell unless you sat there and counted the squares. But I'm pretty happy with it. This is something I made for my mother for Mother's Day. It was a labor of love. And you know what? I think these smaller projects can almost be harder than the larger projects, Bonnie, because they're so small, you've got little dots of color everywhere. It's like dark pink, and then you've got regular pink, a dot of regular pink next to it, and then a dot of light pink next to that, and then a dot of light pink next to that, and then a dot of pale pink next to that. It just gets... I'm ready for something big. Okay, so then I got an ornament done for my mom, and I already gave this to my mama. Because I wanted to. This is, I hope you guys can see it. This is a ornament that I filled with Copper's feathers, and I've been collecting Copper's like soft, like little feathers for quite some time, and she recently went through a molt, so I was able to actually do this project because it was taking a long time. I really hope you can see this. I've got some pearl sprays, pearl trim that Leslie gave me. I've got more of Copper's feathers here. I've got some wine colored roses Bonnie gave me. I've got burgundy roses from Craft Supplies one. I've got gold ribbon roses. These are like these plastic, like little tiny spray thingies I got from Shea. And like this spray thingy, I don't know how to describe it. I've got some silk flowers in here too, but then I ended up gluing all paper flowers over it, so then I've got like these random silk petals sticking up, and I just might cut them off. I don't know. I've been kind of lazy. I haven't decided. So, yeah, that's it. I'm really happy with how it turned out. When I started this, I only planned on decorating the front and just putting a couple flowers in the back, so I didn't make everything symmetrical. So the ornament, you know, then as I started putting more and more flowers on, the back got filled up too, And so now I'm wishing I made everything, you know, as symmetrical as I could, because the ornament hangs lopsided. But whatever. And then I put pink stickles on the flowers. And then I used jute. I really love jute. I love the rustic-ness of jute. And I love that, you know, because it's so neutral, it goes with everything. And I love that it's so economical. So I just put the jute there. Had it on my table. So anyways, this is the ornament. And I actually broke this. I dropped it. I had a meltdown. I could blame the meltdown on my hormones if I had a sufficient enough amount of hormones to blame them on. But yeah, I dropped it. I had a meltdown. Glass shattered everywhere. Feathers flew everywhere. I sat here the entire day, and as my headache, because, you know, I cried, as my headache slowly turned into a migraine, because, you know, crying makes migraines. That's just what happens. I don't cry. That's why I try not to cry, is because they make migraines. I slowly chipped away the glass with pliers and then glued the old topper onto I put like this huge amount of after I got done flicking glass in my face, not on purpose of course, just trying to get it off of, you know, this topper after I shattered the whole bulb. I took a whole dollop of tacky glue because I knew with my low temp gun I wouldn't have enough time to situate it on the new glass ball with hot glue. So I took my tacky glue and I put a huge dollop all under this topper that I had made, which miraculously stayed together pretty well. And I glued it on. And then after I glued it on, I realized that I forgot to stuff Copper's feathers back in it. So then I had to rip it off again. And it was horrible. And this ornament was traumatic, but I think it came out pretty well despite my meltdown and everything else. I don't know what happened. I usually don't freak out over spilt milk, but I freaked out. We recently got some slightly horrible news about my mother, so trying to cope with that. That may have been possible underlying reason for my freak out. Anyways, yeah, that's the ornament. Okay, last project. Okay, so this project is for Leslie. And I made Leslie a pincushion, and I'm sure Leslie already has a pincushion. Let me shake off this moss. I was using some polyester flowers that were shoved down into a pot of moss. So that's why there's moss everywhere. Okay. For Leslie. Ta-da! Okay, so I was using this as a planter for some herbage, and I have a black thumb, and so I killed all of my herbage. And I brought this along during our move, and I decided I wanted to turn it into a pincushion because I was killing our herbage. And so I fell to the bottom, and I folded in half that pink ruffle. I think it's a box pleated trim. Folded in half, glued that to the bottom. This was some scrap lace that I had in my scrap bin. Some light pink pearl trim. I've got ribbon roses, some polyester roses, some paper flower sprays. I've got a white ball from a Christmas spray. I've got a polyester carnation in the back here. And I just thought it was so pretty. I think it turned out really neat. And so Leslie, I'm sure you already have pincushions, but I think pincushions are kind of like an art, and I think you can never have too many pincushions. I recently read an article about pincushions. I think that's what put pincushions on my mind. So then I made some stick pins to go on the pincushion. And I think it was a pretty ingenious idea what I did here. Not to gloat. I just gloated. I just did it. Okay. So I made these. I made this little egg. He's kind of like in a nest. And yeah, I had these lampwork eggs forever. I got them as a gift when I was a small child. Just decided to use them because the birds were in the nest. I was like, well, they need to have some eggs in the nest. So there's an egg. And the bead cap the egg is sitting in came from the strand of beads that Leslie just gave me. Here's another egg. And this is a copper bead cap, so it's got some patina starting. But I figured the egg was green anyways, so the patina went with the green egg. So there's another egg. Here's another egg. And there's another bead cap from Leslie. And I made these flowers. These metal roses are from Craft Supplies one, aluminum. You guys see them? I've got some little ones I made with straight pins. Okay, here's what I want you guys to do in the description. Tell me what adhesive you guys use to attach the beads to your stick pins. Because I have tried E6000, which works, but there's a couple reasons why I don't like it. But the primary reason why I don't like it is, one, I don't open my E6000 tube very often, and right now it's cemented shut and I can't open it. So I have to figure out a way to open it. So I'd like a glue that I could easily open up a cap, you know, and not have to fight with it. Two, it's a glue that really oozes out, you know. Plus, I'd like a glue that I don't have to worry about it being so toxic. Okay, I've tried tacky glue. Yeah, obviously doesn't work. I've tried glossy accents. I know that's a favorite among a lot of people. That really hasn't worked for me. I currently mainly use super glue, but the problem with super glue is it doesn't dry clear. Uh, it's very, very white when it dries, and that's obviously a big problem. So in the description, tell me what your favorite glue is to use on stick pins, because you know it's a pin is something very hard, you know, to glue onto. It's just a very hard surface. It's slick metal, and you're trying to glue a bead onto it. So I don't want to spend a fortune trying to find the right glue. So if you guys could help me out and leave your favorite glue in the description, I'd really appreciate that. Anyways, Leslie, I made that for you. Hope you like it. And I guess that's it. We'll talk to you later. Leslie, let me know about the church picture. If you want me to look for something else, I have a couple more in mind. If you'd prefer something non-churchy, Bonnie, let me know about the lot bunnies. And I guess that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.